Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Word of Chen Live episode 6 because I couldn't put this into episode 5. This is going to be a very short episode. Basically, it's the double release, so if you missed 5, you should go check out 5 because 6 won't make sense. Basically, 6 is just what's going to come out tonight. It's going to be a very short episode, like I said. It's just the reading for the poem I'm going to release tonight. But let me give you a little bit of backstory to this poem. You see, this poem is called I'm a Writer. Alright? And right now, the DeviantArt literature community is good. It's a very good community, but here's the problem. Here's the problem that we are facing right here, right now. Okay, this is the problem that we've got. We've got people, alright, who aren't, playing by the rules. They're using images as covers when they don't have permission. Sometimes they give credit, sometimes they just say picture citation, or they say things like, I don't take any credit for this. But no, you're not supposed to do that. You have to ask for permission unless you are doing a tribute, and most of their works are not tributes. You want to know what a tribute is? A tribute is like what I did for Halloween, and even then I got reported for that, because they said I copied Marilyn Manson, despite the fact that I gave full credit in the description and everything like that. But that doesn't matter, it was a tribute. That's a tribute. What these people are doing is they're putting up their own artwork and saying, I put this image up to add visuals. But you know what? One guy went so far as to take a painting from like the 1800s. Dude, that is somebody's painting. It's probably in a museum somewhere. You're using the web image of that? It's wrong. You are not allowed to do that. It is illegal. It is a breach of copyright. Okay? If you believe in your works, if you believe you're a writer, let the words speak for themselves, man. And that is what tonight's piece is about. Tonight's speech is actually based off a motivational speech delivered by this coach, who I think he was coaching a football team. But my friend, sent it to me like last year and before my exams. And every single time now that I have an exam, I listen to that speech because it just makes me feel, wow, like I'm ready to really tackle this stuff. Okay, so here's the reading that I'm going to do for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called I'm a Writer. Okay, it's based off the same format, sort of. Okay, no, it's not, but it has the same impact behind it, or at least I tried to put the same impact behind it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, here it is. Drink of water first. Okay, let's go. Gentlemen, today I speak to you to convey an issue that has plagued the core of our community. For so long have we been considered second class. To this day, there are those who believe that we are not artists. But today is not about freedom. Today is about honor. For there are many writers who still seek to shame us all. And I speak of those individuals who take art from others. Covers, photos, paintings, digital art, anime and manga. It doesn't matter where you draw your source from. But every action impacts upon us as a community. Why? Because I'm a writer. When I craft my works, when I write each and every line, I paint using expressions. Metaphors are my colors, the words are my brush, and each and every rhyme is my medium. I do not ask to be considered an artist, but I do ask to be considered. Why? Because I'm a writer. For someone who practices his craft day and night, painstakingly learning to use each and every word, it shames me that we are known for using the works of others. If you have pride, if you believe in the things that you write, then let the words speak for themselves, because you are a writer. For someone, who writes the written word, you gotta understand this. You are not a thief. You are not a bandit. You are an individual with a soul. However, if you let that soul become tainted, if you corrupt yourself with dishonor and shame, what will be left of you except a worthless plagiary? It is not flattery. It is not a situation where all is fair. We live in a world of rules, rules that keep us from becoming immoral. To take someone else's work without permission and to use it for yourself, that is selfish. That is a crime. That is a brazen act of attention seeking. And if you only seek to add a visual to your art and claim that you are writing for yourself, then why are you so afraid to write without an image? Yeah? Why so frightened of putting up words and having no one read them? Start with honesty. Admit that you are an attention-seeking thief, and then you might restore your honor with an apology. Because here, we're all writers. We are all artists in an art community. There is no justification to use the work of another without proper permission. However, if you are truly a writer, body and soul, if you truly hold the hope of someday writing your own book, getting published, then learn to let your words stand on their own. Let the words form the picture. Let the words become the visual. Why? Because you are a writer. You need not attach an image that only shows a static scene. Because we can play out an entire movie through the words that we use. A picture might be worth 1,000 words, but 6 words alone can paint me a picture. Thieves without honor, hung by a rope. 6 words right there. That was the reading for I'm a Writer, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Clearly I put a lot of angry emotions into it because, as someone who values the literature community on DeviantArt, and as someone who's trying to keep things fair, I find it really, really bad, when people actually post comments saying, oh, this is what writers do on DeviantArt. They steal art. It's flattery. You should be flattered that we want to use your works for our writing. No, it doesn't work that way. You write. That is your work. Nobody has a right to take that away from you. Alright? And if somebody plagiarized from you, then yes, I would stand up for you and I would say, this person's an art thief. But you know what? You're doing the same thing. You're taking somebody else's work. It could be a deviation. It could be an image off Google. It doesn't matter. You first of all, give credit where credit is due. Find out who the artist is and ask for permission. Because if the work is copyrighted, if you don't see on the page, this is free to use. There are websites like Morgue stock, Morgue photos, whatever, where they offer stock images for free. You can go there and get a free stock image and use it, because that's free to use. If you use something that's free and it says no copyright, there's no copyright there, or there's words that's no, in fact, no copyright doesn't mean it's not copyright. No. What you have to say is find something that says this is free for others to use, or ask for permission. Because really, if you're going to use the works of artists, if you're going to use the works of surreal artists and all these kinds of other people, then you have no honor. You are dishonoring yourself, and you are dishonoring and shaming the literature community, because there are so many writers out there trying their hardest to get noticed. Alright? And these people, they don't use images. They write and let words stand, They do that. So I don't believe that it is right for anyone to be, to use a crude urban term, dick ride off anybody else's artwork, okay? They put their soul into creating the image. They put their soul into creating whatever you're using, even if it's anime drawing, even if it's fan art. They put their soul into that. You can't use it without permission. And that's a fact. Alright? You may not get sued now. There may be no consequences. But one day, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass, especially if you are going to get published. That's why we have to be very, very careful. As someone who wants to be published, and as someone who's going to be releasing an ebook, come December, I have to be careful of this. And it really, really hurts when I see people that just don't care. They're just using art and I'm gonna just use this. Why? Because I want the attention now. I want people to read it now. But people aren't reading your works. People aren't viewing anything except the image. They just click on it and then finalize your poem, and it's like whatever. It's not real. You want to see what real viewership is? They'll tell you in the comments. Okay? I mean, out of that, maybe 10 people read your work, but that's still not real. Okay? So have some honor. Please, please ask for permission. Please give credit where credit is due. When somebody writes something, they put their soul into it. So when somebody draws something, they put their soul into it. So please, please do the courteous thing. Please have some manners and help uphold the dignity and the integrity of the literature community, because we are a community. We're doing this all, we're all in this together. And I don't want to break into High School Musical here, but we are doing this together. So please, let's have some honor, let's have some integrity. Even if it's just a hobby, play fair. All right, don't use somebody else's work. That's abuse. That's borderline bullying. All right, ask them for permission. All right, and I have a few friends who are actually helping me police the front page. We're vigilantes, we're volunteers, but when we see something, we try and tell the artist, okay, I'm guilty of never doing this because I don't have time. But they try and tell the artist that, rock the camera, sorry. They try and tell the artist that, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Can you please ask for permission? They try and do that, and I believe it's important because that's how it is. We have to have respect. Okay, oh my god, this was supposed to be a short episode. This is 12 minutes. I talk too much. I'll try and talk a bit less. Okay, Word of Chen Live, episode 6, signing out. Let's fight for the literature community. Let's fight for each other. Everybody, fighting. Oh my god, this recording is not stopping. Why is it? Okay, here we go.